Okay, hello and welcome to Branch Player's Shin Megami Tensei. So, this game originally came out in 1992. It was obviously developed and published by Atlus, who obviously still make Shin Megami Tensei games even now. This is this is like 4 years before it spun off to have Persona as well. But Shin Megami Tensei, this is where the Shin part actually came in, because before this, there was only the Megami Tensei games, which I think probably going with just regular Megami Tensei is probably like the best thing to. No way, I'm off to a great start. I already mistyped the protagonist's name. So so basically the protagonist of this game is Kazuya, who is the green character. So pretty much, I don't know a whole lot about this game, to be totally honest. I know that I am supposed to... I know that magic is a dead stat for Kazuya, though. So basically, I'm not gonna waste points in it, because it's effectively a dead stat that I'm not gonna get any genuine benefit from. However, I'm gonna put points into basically everything else, and I'm gonna be totally honest, yes, there will probably be an absolute disaster of my stats at some point. And also, I feel like I have to keep talking constantly, because I know that for some reason, YouTube is really finicky with this game's soundtrack. And I don't know why it is, but it's like, you'd think for a game that came out in 1992, that like, basically no one played? Well, I don't know, I feel like the original has definitely been fallen to the wayside of time. Okay, so this is going to be the law hero late end game, and this is Yuji. And we're going to give him a lot of magic powers, basically. Because, well, he is very much a magic character. So, basically we want to divide his stats towards... Well, obviously we want to give him more of a skew towards magic. So let's give him a lot of magical power, because that's what I want him to have. And give him a bit of speed and a fair bit of intelligence. And then I guess I'll put a little bit into vitality and strength. And then, obviously, this is going to become the law hero. However, slightly further down this corridor, we're going to meet Takeshi, who is the chaos hero. So you can tell that he was the law hero because he appeared on a giant cross. And, well, this is going to be the chaos hero. The soul of the weak one who seeks power. If he calls a name, he should wake up. So this is Takeshi, who is pretty cool. Later he will get a really cool design, but for now he's not going to be actually appearing in... Actually, yeah, I don't think he'll appear in this episode. So basically what I want to do is pretty much just put a lot of his points towards strength and... Yeah, I think I'm just going to put a lot of his points towards strength, speed, and defense. Basically, I don't really know how to do this. I'm just working with what I've got. Okay, so let's get out of here. He joins the party. Okay, and also, this is where we meet Yuriko, who's there. Okay, basically, Yuriko will be a recurring character throughout the game. However, we won't be seeing her just yet as like a major story thing. Now, I'm also just going to be totally honest straight away, I have never actually played much of this game. I've played maybe the first half hour, 45 minutes, but beyond that, I have never played this game. I know little things here and there, but I've never actually sat down and played it. At the time of me actually recording this, the only mainline Shin Megami Tensei games I've played are SMT V, which is Nocturne, and SMT V. Alright, so, we have an email from DDSnet. DDS is like the digital devil. Yeah, the digital devil thing. Date 1990X, October someday. I assume this is someday in October. From Stephen to everyone accessing this network. Humanity is currently in grave danger. Demons of legend from ages past have awakened from their long slumber. Soon they will overrun the earth. In order to compete with the demons and fight for our survival, we will need to utilize their power. Use this program correctly, and you should be able to. I pray that those with the courage to use it will accept it. To fight the demons that would destroy us and to preserve humanity. So now we have the demon summoning program, which I'm going to be totally honest, I hope I figure out how to use, because I'm pretty bad with this. Also, I'm playing the Super Famicom version of the game, so there's not going to be a lot of detail in the backgrounds of things. I could have picked to play, I could have played the PS1 version, but since I'm doing this for the anniversary of the series, I wanted to do the original version of the game. However, obviously this is the translated version by Aeon Genesis that came out in 2002. Because, well, this game has only ever had one official English release, and it was the iOS version that you can't buy anymore. Okay, so even though the police sirens were blaring all hours, you slept it right through them. I do like the idea that Kazuya kind of is very sleepy. Okay, so he has our allowance for the month, 10,000 yen. That's all for this month, don't waste it all at once. Could you go down to the cafe and mall and buy some coffee? Be sure to pay for them in advance. So, now we're just going to leave the house, and away we go. Okay, so, obviously, so all the dungeons will be presented in this first-person perspective. And over here, we can meet a very important character. Pascal the dog is here. Will we talk to him? Yes. Yes, we will. And we will talk to Pascal every time we come through this building. Why? Because Pascal is a very, very good dog. Okay, so, there's an exit here. Will we leave? Yes, yes we will. And you may notice this music immediately, and that's because the Kichijoji music got reused a fair bit in late Megami Tensei games. For example, it gets reused as the Puzzle Boy theme in Nocturne, and you may also remember it if you went to the darts place in Persona 5 Royal. Okay, so Ozawa is a character, and we will be seeing a lot more of him later in the game. So we can go to Survival, which is basically like a weapon and armor shop. So basically, well, I think it's weapons and armor. Okay, no, this is just an armor shop. But I don't think we need anything just yet. And, okay, what else is over here? The drugstore, which obviously is medicines. The cafe. We don't actually need to go to the cafe, but I'm going to anyway. Mostly because you can find Yuriko in here. Okay, so we come up here. You know about the hospital southeast station. Rumor has it the director of the hospital's been acting weird lately. Someone said he'd been performing weird experiments of late at night. Well, that's probably just made up. And now... Okay, so this is assumably one of the girls from Kazuya's school. A girl that was killed in the park was one of my classmates. If they're scared... But... I just turned around and I saw them again. Okay, so here's Yuriko. It's been... However, honestly, you don't actually have to come over here at all. So, well, we will have to come back to Inokashira Park. And that is the game's way of pointing you in the right direction. Because there's a guy behind the drugstore with a knife. So, well, the drugstore is right here, so we go here, and we find the guy. What he wants to... what is that thing? Stay back, don't come any closer. And now, we encounter the first demon in the series, which is a Praetor. Which immediately just rips this guy's throat out, jumps at us, and runs away. An attack knife is lying on the ground a few feet from the dead man's hand. Kazuya took the attack knife. So, this is where we get our first weapon. So I'm just going to equip this immediately, because, well, otherwise I don't really have a way to defend myself. And, well, it's kind of nice to be able to have a good way to defend yourself in these games. Okay, so now we can actually leave. Basically, we now just leave there, and I think we have to come back here later, but we now just return home. Actually, I'll go to the other house here, because this is Kazuya's neighbor's house. This is where Yuka lives. Also, I don't know why the doctor also gets Pascal's theme, but here we are. The doctor next door, if it isn't Kazuya, how are you doing? Daughter's out at the moment. And obviously, because of that, we can't go in here. Nobody's here. Nobody is here in this empty room that is meant to be, like, someone's bedroom. And honestly, weird that the game just lets you wander in regardless. But anyway, time to go home. And because we've arrived home, let's quickly talk to Pascal. Pascal the dog is still here, we will still talk to him, because Pascal and Kazuya are best friends. You know, because, well, he's Pascal. Everybody loves Pascal. Welcome home, how have we been? Try not to get too home too late, it makes her worry. But I suppose it's good for a boy your age to be active. Have you heard? A girl from the local school was killed in Unakishira Park. It sure has become a lot less safe recently. I don't feel safe if walking the streets at night anymore. But be sure to take Pascal on walks occasionally. I feel like that's kind of mixed messages from Kazuya's mom right there. But now, we just go to sleep, and we go back to the dream. So, well, once again, we appear in the mysterious corridors. This time they're blue. However, now we have Yuji back with us, and Takeshi back with us, and away we go. This time we're going to meet a fourth character, who we won't be seeing in the game for a very long time. However, they will prove to be incredibly important. Happy to see you again, don't forget they'll always be with us. However, okay, but much like every other Shin Megami Tensei game, there are multiple endings to this one. I'm going to try, key term, try to get the neutral ending. But if I get the Law of a Chaos route, I'm just gonna go with whichever one I get, but I'm going to aim to get the neutral route. Okay, a strange ceremony is taking place. What's this weird ceremony? Do you think they're trying to summon some sort of demon? And now we just have to we have to save her. Take a good look. If the guy in the back has a bigger sword and well unarmed, we don't stand a chance. However, now we just call the girl's name, who happens to be Yuka. However, actually no, I'll explain it later. So, now she's doing okay. Almost got sacrificed. If I'd been sacrificed, a terrible demon lord would have been summoned. I can feel the power they had drained returning. Now we have to give her stats, which I don't really know what I want to do with them, so I'm just gonna give 4. I kind of just want to give 3 to everything and see how that goes. Like, I know it's massively suboptimal though, but I really don't know how I should approach this. I'll give her 4 points in each of her in strength and magic, and then I'll give 3 in intelligence, 3 in vitality, 3 in speed, and 1 in luck. I don't know anything about distribution in this game, but I know that we'll be able to get at stuff and level up later, so it'll be okay. So our destiny will be separated again. Come see me sometime. So we will see Yuka much later in the game. And also, unfortunately, because of this game's weird thing with copyright, I don't know how, alarmingly fast and constantly I need to be talking. Okay, DDSNet. Date, 1990X, 10XY. From Steven, I've completed my auto-mapping program and attached it to this message. So now, we can map the dungeons that we go into. We now have the auto-mapping program, and the connection dropped. So, with that, we leave the room and go and talk with Kazuya's mom again. Good morning. Good morning, Kazuya. What happened to you last night? You were calling out to someone in your sleep. I think it was a woman's name. The girl next door, Yuka, was it? What? So, basically, kind of awkward. I imagine that would have been a very awkward situation. So we're not going to address that, we're just going to go outside. And of course, because we're heading out of the house, we're going to go and talk to Pascal again. Because again, Pascal, very good dog. Always would give pets and treats. So, now we leave here, and pretty much the game now wants us to head all the way down to Inokashira Park. Did I run into a fight? Yes, I did. Okay, an undead zombie. So I don't have a gun. I don't have... Actually, can I talk to this? Try talking to it. Let's take a friendly approach. Okay. Oh. Let's run away like a big hero. can... Okay, 10 out of 10, we actually managed to get away. I'm amazed. So, now we've reached the park. You know, this guy just kind of sat in the middle of the path. So, you must be Kazuya. Yes, I see. Yes, you are quite special indeed. Maybe you don't see it now, but it's quite possible that one day you'll wield power beyond your wildest imagination. Light and darkness, law and chaos, the delicate balance of that this world rides on is beginning to tip. While the forces of law and chaos that are in motion... while the forces of law and chaos that are in motion are still weak, there will come a time soon where they shall gain power and momentum, vying for supremacy over each other. However, it matters not on which side the weight falls. Either way, the result will be the same, a scale unbalanced. If you were in charge, which, if either, would you choose? Be mindful though, no matter which path you take, there's no turning back once you've made the decision, you can't turn back, basically. Why don't you show me what you're capable of for the time being? So now we basically get dragged through a later dungeon. So, what's going on? Yuji and Takeshi are now back with us, and the game is going to basically railroad us straight through this dungeon. However, this is going to be a later dungeon. Basically, we're going to run straight up to where a boss is, and then we get one turn to fight them, and then they're gone. So basically, we aren't actually going to do this boss fight. We will be doing this boss fight eventually, and I imagine the dungeon layout will be the same. But for now, we absolutely cannot win this fight. Actually, now I think about it, if you did like sit down and grind like all the way up to level 100 or something, could you win this fight actually? So, even in the dream, Kazuya's mother doesn't want him to go and do it, because it's super dangerous. Don't any of you go a step further. I know I can't stop you, but if you die, what will I do? I know that the Game Boy Advance version had visionaries which showed you more for some of the characters, and those are interesting. A suspicious man is conducting some sort of ceremony. My brethren, come forth from the depths of the abyss. What are you doing here? As you've seen our ceremony, I can't allow you to leave this place alive. And now this guy transforms into Doman. And we just fight him, basically. Obviously, we aren't really going to do a whole lot, but we can see what everyone has. So Yuji has Zan and Dia, which is kind of nice, and Takeshi has Agi. So let's see how much damage we can get out of this. 10 damage from Agi, Zan hits for 18, and... Okay, that hit for Muragi. Oh, wow. Yeah, he nearly just killed my whole party in one hit, so yeah, we definitely aren't ready for that. Indeed, it would seem that you are not ready as of yet. If fate so decrees, you shall meet that at one again. Ready yourself before you rush ahead. So we will do that fight much later. Now, we can enter it. No? Okay, we got into a fight with a Morio? Let's see if we can talk with this and have it work. Talking does it no good. Okay, I guess we have to fight. So, okay. We dodge the attack, and we don't quite kill it, but we can auto-fight it. And... oh wow, that was too much damage. I hit for 7 damage in a single hit? I mean, we won, so we leveled up, so that's fine. And I will put another point into speed, because speed, basically, I think it determines your crit, but it can also determine how well you can actually dodge hits. Also, I don't know why there's this little pathway up here. Anyway, okay, zombie, let's try and negotiate with it. Let's be friendly. Talking does it no good. Okay, so let's just auto-fight again, and hopefully just get... oh, wow. It didn't even get to move. Okay, we got 48 cash, but we didn't get any magnetite from that. And now we can head on in here into the mansion. The mansion is basically where we go to fuse demons. This is our equivalent to the World of Shadows or the Cathedral of Shadows, but in this game, it's the Heretic Mansion, where demons come together. So you can fuse 2 or 3 demons, however, obviously, we currently have 0 demons. So as a result of that, we very obviously can't do anything with it. However, we can open up this treasure box and find 400 magnetite. Basically, magnetite is used in order to keep your demons out. you pretty much keep the demons out using the magnetite, and that allows you to use them as party members. However, this is the Healer's Dojo, which can lift curses, heal ailments, and just outright revive you. Basically, if your party member dies, they stay dead. Unlike in a lot of RPGs where if a party member gets knocked out, they'll revive at 1 HP at the end of the fight. In this game, if a party member is dead, they are staying dead for however long it is. Like, if a party member dies, they are staying dead until you revive them. Okay, so now we leave here, and we can just head on home. Or, well, that's the plan, anyway. Okay, can we talk to the Yakuza man? Let's try to be friendly with the Yakuza. And we're now in a fight with a Yakuza guy. Okay. 8 damage. Okay, their support didn't turn up. So now we just win a fight with a Yakuza guy. You know, not just things a normal 17-year-old does. So, we are now heading on home. Okay, Brownie, there's 2 of them. Let's try talking to him. Let's be friendly. I'm tired of being like this. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, they didn't trust me, okay. I don't think I actually win a fight with 2 of them. I genuinely don't know if I win a fight with 2 of them, but let's see. Did 8 damage, took 3 damage, and then they increased their accuracy with Tsukukaja. You know what? Let's just... What happened? Oh, that was... They must use the Halimpira? Hapimura? I don't know how it's pronounced. But hey, we got decent money, I guess. And let's keep going. So we're nearly home. Hey you, hold it, you're Kazuya. You're under arrest for murder. We found your bloody fingerprints at the scene. Weird that they call him a sick little puppy, tearing out that guy's throat like that. So basically, we just got arrested for that murder that we witnessed. I mean, to be fair, maybe not Kazuya's best idea to take the knife, but, well, that happened anyway. So, now, if we go over here, we can meet, well, as you can tell by the music, this is the law hero. Okay, so, we caught you 2. Wait a minute, you're Kazuya, aren't you? That wasn't just a dream then. I'm Yuji, do you remember me? Kazuya, you won't believe what happened to me. My girlfriend just sort of disappeared. While looking for her, I was attacked by demons, and when I killed them, the police arrested me. I need to find her. I'm worried about it. Will you help me look for her? Yes, we will. And now, Yuji has joined our party. And of course, his girlfriend's name is Yuka, because, yeah, it just so happens that the Yuka that Yuji was dating happens to be your next door neighbor. Okay, let's try and think of a way. To bust out here. You can hear sounds from the room to the right. So let's time for your surgery. Come on out. And Yuji immediately just rushes the guy. Just decks the guy. Good job, Yuji. And also, you may notice Yuji does have MP, whereas we don't, because Kazuya has 0 aptitude for magic. He actually cannot learn any magic. However, Yuji also has armor, a gun, and a sword, and bullets and everything. And I still don't know if I was right to do his stats the way I did, but, well, we'll figure that one out as we go. So, okay, hybrid were-dog. Let's try talking to it. We'll be friendly. It just laughs. We can smile insincerely. And... oh wow, it just left. It just left us alone. It was so disgusted by us, but it just left us alone. Okay, patient. Why did I get brought to a hospital after getting arrested? This isn't the police station more of a norm? That is a very fair statement. And now I can go over here and find an employee. The hospital director is conducting experiments to try to create invincible super soldiers. It's only a matter of time before I become his next guinea pig. So, basically, the director of the hospital has gone completely off it. And now, we meet Stephen. For now, he's just the man in the wheelchair. I see you've got that computer program I wrote. Has it been useful to you? A long time ago, I was working on a teleportation device, a network of terminal systems that would allow the user to instantly teleport him or herself from terminal to terminal. But in the middle of one of my experiments, I accidentally opened a portal to the abyss and summoned a demon. The demon seemed like it was trying to communicate with me, but I couldn't understand it, and it eventually became hostile and attacked me. I managed to defeat it, but not without sustaining terrible wounds first. The experience motivated me to develop a computer program that would allow people to speak with and befriend demons, making them into minions. Thus, I wrote the demon summoning program. After learning that terminals were connected with the abyss, a man named Goto began to summon and attempt to control them. Knowing that the demons would be coming in large numbers, I sent my demon summoning program to as many people as I could. By increasing the number of people that have the ability to control demons, I was hoping to balance things out and keep any potential demonic revolts from getting totally out of control. Unfortunately, the program itself is harder and massive than I had hoped, and very few people were able to become fully fledged summoners. Do you understand me? Yes, kind of. Very well, then I shall give you this program to assist you. It's designed to capture and analyze data. If you scan and analyze any demons that you should meet and to record their data into your computer's memory, so that you can refer to it whenever you need to. Basically, this is what, if there's anything I can do to help, please come back here and see me. And yes, I will save my game here. So, basically, what we effectively just got was the thing that lets us go, hey, we need to see this thing's weak to fire. Like, basically, you know how in Persona, like, you have, basically it just tells you what things are strong and weak against, basically. Will I keep playing? Yes, but I'm actually going to end this episode off right after this. Now go to the director's office on the second floor. I've unlocked the door for you. There should be another switch inside. If you hit it, it should open the gate outside so you can get out of here. So what I'm actually going to do now is end today's episode off here, and in the next one we're going to be getting out of this hospital, which is also a prison, I guess. But yeah, so I'm going to end today's episode off here. Sorry for kind of just like talking a mile a minute and having to always be talking. But again, I've explained it a couple of times so far. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed watching, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Okay, later.